Said everybody should be making sure their weather radios are working because the worst kind of bad weather comes after dark when you can't see what's coming.
Calvin, and of course, we're going to be looking at multiple threats here as we go throughout this afternoon, but the greatest threat will arrive as we get into late this evening and tonight. This is going to be a severe weather outbreak over the mid-Mississippi Valley, and yes, for us here in the Tennessee Valley. You can see we've got level 1, 2, 3, 4, all of that kind of impacting close to the region. Here in the Tennessee Valley alone, we've got levels 2, 3, and for our far northern counties there, a level 4 risk. What does that all mean? That just means an elevated threat for severe weather today. So we want you to stay weather aware as we go throughout not only this afternoon, but especially this evening and tonight. So let me show you the current severe weather alerts in effect right now. Nothing for the Tennessee Valley in terms of any severe weather, but we've got a severe thunderstorm watch just north and east of the Tennessee Valley that goes until 4 o'clock this afternoon with some thunderstorms that's been ongoing to our north. For us, the storm alert weather period really kicks off later this afternoon, goes throughout this evening, tonight, into early Thursday morning, and this is going to be a problem for the entire Tennessee Valley. We're looking at all modes of severe weather possible. Damaging winds, tornadoes, yes, will be possible, so know where your tornado safe place to be in case there's any warnings that are issued, and of course, even the potential of some pockets of large hail. So if you've got that car garage or the carport, you may want to make sure the car is in the carport as we go throughout later this afternoon and tonight. So again, out there right now on the live radar, most of the Tennessee Valley is quiet, but again, we're tracking some scattered downpours developing here up towards Pikeville and Dayton, over towards Spring City as well, and there is a little lightning with this activity. Nothing strong or severe out there, but some general thunderstorms beginning to develop and lifting off towards the north and east. This is along that boundary that has triggered that severe thunderstorm watch for areas off to the north and east. And you can see these little dots on the map. Those are some wind damage reports we've seen so far this morning with some of those storms to our north. And notice these little dots with the house on them up towards Nashville and areas to the north. Those are flood reports that are taking place. We're getting some ongoing flooding reports off to the north and east of us as well. So Futurecast, let's kind of break down the threats here, the timing of the threats for us. This starts off at noon. Again, some of these spotty downpours up towards Athens in the northeast, but with this southwesterly flow as we go into the afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock, we can see some of these isolated individual storms developing. Now, it's not going to be widespread, but if you get under one of these, they could produce some heavy rain, maybe even some small hail with them. Notice as we get into the evening hours, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, we could have some isolated but strong thunderstorms. You see where we've got these areas of black showing up? That indicates the potential of some strong updrafts, which means we could see some large hail and also the potential of some rotation with some of these storms. So after about 5 or 6 o'clock, we really want you to be tuned in to what's going on with the weather. And then, of course, as we've been mentioning, the main threat arrives late in the evening time hours, 9, 10 o'clock along the plateau areas, and that drifts to the south and east around midnight across most of the Tennessee Valley. This is when all of us will have that greatest threat of some damaging winds, some hail, and yes, the potential of even a few isolated tornadoes. That'll go through about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're still not done. Look at this. As we get towards tomorrow morning around 4 or 5 o'clock, we may have one last round of strong to severe thunderstorms rolling through, especially south of Chattanooga as we get into early Thursday morning. And notice it's still raining across most of the area. So we're talking about the potential of some heavier rainfall continuing into the overnight hours into Thursday. The good news is by the time we get towards midday Thursday into the afternoon, we're done with this mess. So also I want to let you know there is a flood watch for southeast Tennessee because I showed you we could have some training of rain and thunderstorms overnight into early Thursday morning. On average, about 1 inch of rainfall, but there will be areas that will see more than that. All right, here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Severe thunderstorms is a Storm Alert weather mode today all the way through Thursday morning. It's going to be warm and muggy before those storms arrive. And then notice breezy and cooler but dry just in time for Mom's Day as we get into this weekend. So some good news to wrap up the week. But hey, we've got to get through the next 24 hours. Strong to severe thunderstorms likely as we get towards this afternoon, this evening, and tonight.